Hello students, welcome to lecture 9 of chapter 2 polynomials. Now in the previous lecture we have completed exercise 2.3 and now today we are going to begin with a new concept, that is factor theorem. We are going to see factor theorem and then we are going to begin with the next exercise, that is 2.4. So let us see factor theorem. So here is your factor theorem. Factor's theorem states that if p of x is a polynomial of degree n greater than or equal to 1. So p of x is a polynomial who is having degree greater than 1. It can be anything but greater than or equal to 1. Okay. So p of x is a polynomial with a degree greater than or equal to 1 and a is any real number. A is any real number. It can be any real number. Okay. A can be any real number. Then this theorem states that x minus a is a factor of p of x. X minus a is a factor of p of x if p of a equal to 0. Now what is p of a? P of a, if you will see x minus a, this x minus a is a factor of p of x if p of a equal to 0. Now in the previous lecture we have seen this x minus a is the divisor. If we consider it as a divisor, what will be 0 of this? X is equals to a, right? We have to equate it with 0. X is equals to a will be the 0 of this divisor. So x minus a, its 0 is a. And if we put it in the divisor, in the dividend, what we will get? P of x will become p of a if we replace x with the 0 of divisor. So we will get p of a. And p of a will be the remainder according to the remainder theorem. P of a is nothing but the remainder. Okay, we have solved many questions in the previous exercise to find remainder using remainder theorem. So p of a is the remainder, right? If we put 0 of the divisor in dividend, we get remainder. P of a is the remainder now. So if x minus a, if the divisor is factor of p of x, then its remainder is 0. Now using this we have solved one question already. We have solved one question in the previous exercise, the last one. To find whether it is a factor, whether the divisor is a factor or not, we have to find remainder. If the remainder is 0, then it will be a factor, right? So here also x minus a is the divisor. This theorem states that it is a factor. It is a factor of dividend p of x if p of a equal to 0. That p of a is nothing but remainder only, no? So it states if remainder is 0, then divisor is a factor. So this is the theorem. And the converse of this theorem is ulta. What it is? P of a equal to 0, that is remainder is 0 if divisor is a factor. So if divisor is a factor given to you, if x minus a is a factor of p of x, then we can consider remainder 0. That is the converse of this theorem. Okay. Now we will solve few questions so that your idea will be cleared. Now in the next exercise we are going to see factorization also. So factorization of polynomials. Now factorization of quadratic polynomial is similar or same as how you factorize the quadratic equation that you have already studied in your previous classes. That is by splitting the middle term, right? So we can when we will solve it, then we will discuss it. Okay. Now for the now we will begin with the exercise. So the first question is, determine which of the following polynomials has x plus 1 a factor. Now we are going to do it with factor theorem. So we have to check whether x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial or not. So we are going to consider this x plus 1 as the divisor and x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 as dividend. Okay. So now we know how to find whether it is a factor or not. If the remainder is 0, then it is a factor according to the factor theorem. If p of a equal to 0, then x minus a will be the factor. Now here x plus 1 we are going to check. So find it 0 first. What is 0? So x plus 1, this one, we have to check whether it is a factor or not. So put x plus 1 equal to 0. What will be your x? This plus 1, after going that side it will be minus 1. So minus 1 will be the 0. So If p of minus 1 is 0, so for that first you write what is your p of x. P of x is equals to your dividend, that is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Now if that p of minus 1 comes 0, then it is a factor. Then x plus 1 will be the factor. Now let us check p of minus 1. If it comes 0, then x plus 1 will be factor. If it doesn't come 0, then x plus 1 will not be the factor. Okay, so p of minus 1, replace x with minus 1. So you will get minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square plus minus 1. I can directly write minus 1 plus 1. So negative number raised to odd power, you will get minus 1. Negative number raised to even power, you will get plus 1. This minus 1 plus 1 as it is. Minus 1 plus 1 cancel, minus 1 plus 1 cancel. What you will get is 0. Okay, so p of minus 1 equals to 0 since p of minus 1 equal to 0, therefore x plus 1 is a factor of x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Okay, like this you should end your answer. So let us move to the next question. So now the p of x is changing here, but the divisor is same, x plus 1. We have to check x plus 1 is factor of this polynomial or not. For that, let p of x equals to x raised to 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Okay, now what we are going to check, whether the remainder is 0. If remainder is 0, x plus 1 will be a factor. If remainder is not 0, then x plus 1 will not be a factor. So to find remainder, we have to find 0 of divisor. So to find 0 of divisor, we have to put or equate it with 0. So x will be equal to minus 1. This plus 1, after going that side, it will be minus 1. Okay, so 0 you got minus 1. So find p of minus 1. If p of minus 1 is coming 0, then it will be a factor. If it is not coming 0, then it will not be a factor. So p of minus 1, x raised to 4 minus 1 raised to 4 plus x cube minus 1 cube plus x square minus 1 square plus x. So it will be minus 1 plus 1. Negative number raised to even power, it will be plus 1. Negative number raised to odd power, it will be minus 1. Minus 1 square or even power, so it will be plus 1. This minus 1 and this plus 1 as it is. So plus 1 minus 1 cancel, plus 1 minus 1 cancel. What remains is 1. So p of 1 minus 1 is 1, which is not equal to 0. Therefore x plus 1 is not a factor of p of x equal to x raised to 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Since remainder is not equal to 0, therefore it is not a factor. Your remainder is 1. Clear? Now let us move to the next bit. So the third question is x raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1. And here again we need to find whether x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial or not. So here we are going to use the factor theorem, right? So if the remainder is 0, then it will be a factor. If the remainder is not 0, then it will not be a factor. And x plus 1 we are going to consider as divisor. Okay, so to find it 0, what we will do? X plus 1 equal to 0. Put x plus 1 equal to 0 to find 0 of it, right? So what will be your x? This plus 1, after going that side, it will be minus 1. So you got minus 1 as 0 of the divisor. Okay, now let p of x equal to your given polynomial x raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1. Okay, now find p of minus 1. If p of 0, right, p of minus 1. So what you will do? We will replace x of p of x with minus 1 in whole equation. So if the answer comes 0, then it will be a factor. If the answer is not coming 0, that means it is not a factor. So let's replace x with minus 1. So what you will get? X raised to 4, it will be minus 1 raised to 4 plus 3 into x cube. So it will be 3 into minus 1 cube plus 3 into x square. So it will be 3 into minus 1 square plus x. X is minus 1, so it will be minus 1 plus 1. Solve it. Minus 1 raised to 4. Negative number raised to even power. So it will be 1 positive. Then minus 1 cube. Negative number raised to odd power. So it will be negative. Answer will be negative. So minus 1 cube will be minus 1 and minus 1 into 3 will be minus 3. Then minus 1 square. Minus 1 square will be plus 1. Power is even. So minus 1 square is plus 1. 1 into 3 will be 1. So plus 3. This minus 1 plus 1 as it is. Okay. So this minus 3 plus 3 cancelled. This plus 1 minus 1 cancelled. What remains is 1. So you got p of minus 1 as 1, which is not equal to 0. It is not equal to 0. Therefore, x plus 1 is not a factor of x raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1. Okay, so it is not a factor. Now let's move to the fourth question. So the next question is x cube minus x square minus in bracket 2 plus root 2x plus root 2. So we have to find whether x plus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial or not. So what we will do? First you find 0 of the divisor. So for that you have to put x plus 1 equal to 0. The divisor, equate it with 0. So you will get the 0 of divisor. This plus 1, after going that side it will be minus 1. So minus 1 is 0 of the divisor. Right. Now now put it in the dividend. What is your dividend? So let p of x is equals to your dividend equal to x cube minus x square minus in bracket 2 plus root 2x plus root 2. Okay. Now find p of minus 1. P of minus 1. If p of minus 1 is coming 0, then it will be a factor. If not coming 0, then it will not be a factor, right? So x cube, replace x with minus 1. So you will get minus 1 cube minus x square. It will be minus of 1 square minus 2 plus root 2 into minus 1 plus root 2. This x I replaced with minus 1. Now solve it. So minus 1 cube, negative number raised to odd power, answer will be negative, so it will be minus 1. Then minus 1 square is positive, raised to 2, that means positive. So minus 1 square is 1. But that 1 is again multiplied here with minus sign, so it will be minus 1. Right. Now multiply this minus sign inside the bracket. So what you will get? This minus I will write as it is. Now multiply this minus 1 inside. So minus 1 into 2, it will be minus 2. And then minus 1 into plus 2, it will be minus root 2. Minus 1 into plus root 2, it will be minus root 2. And this plus root 2 as it is. Right. Now solve minus 1 minus 2. Now multiply this minus sign inside the bracket. Minus into minus 2 plus 2. Minus into minus root 2 plus root 2. And this plus root 2 as it is. So minus 2 plus 2 cancelled. And you will get root 2 plus root 2, 2 root 2. Okay, so p of minus 1 you got 2 root 2, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, x plus 1 is not a factor of x cube minus x square minus in bracket 2 plus root 2x plus root 2. Okay, many of your questions, why root 2 plus root 2 is not equal to root 4? So we have already discussed root 2 into root 2. Multiplication is there, so it will be root 2 square, that is 2. Okay, and root 2 plus root 2, you cannot write this 2 inside it. Okay, so it will be like one apple plus apple, 2 apple. So root 2 plus root 2, 2 root 2, like that. 2 root 2. 2 root 2. Okay. So here we complete the first question and let us move to the next one. Now in this question, the second question, it is given use the factor theorem to determine whether g of x is a factor of p of x in each of the following. Okay, so the first question is, this is your p of x and this is your g of x, and it is asked to find whether g of x is a factor of p of x. So same thing we are going to do what we did in the first question. So to find whether g of x is a factor of p of x, we need to find it 0 first. Find 0 of g of x, then put that in p of x. If it equals to 0, then it will be a factor. If it is not coming 0, then g of x will not be a factor of p of x. Okay, so for that, first find 0 of your divisor, that is g of x. So put g of x equal to 0, that is x plus 1 equal to 0. So what you will get? X is equals to this plus 1, after going that side, will be minus 1. Okay, just to save the space, I am writing it in one line. Then now you got 0. Now put that in your p of x. So what you will get? P of minus 1. Put the 0 in p of x. So replace x with minus 1. So you will get p of minus 1. Now replace x with minus 1 everywhere. You will get 2 into x cube. So it will be 2 into minus 1 cube. Plus x square. So it will be plus minus 1 square. Minus 2 into x. So minus 2 into minus 1 and minus 1. Now solve. Minus 1 cube will be minus 1. Minus 1 into 2 will be minus 2. Minus 1 square will be plus 1. So it will be plus 1. Minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 1. Minus into minus plus. And this minus 1 as it is. So minus 2 plus 1 minus 1. And what remains is 0. So that means g of x. Therefore, g of x is a, since the remainder is 0, therefore g of x is a factor of p of x. Therefore g of x is a factor of p of x. Okay, this is reason for this is factor theorem. What we are used here? Factor theorem. Okay, so this was the first bit. Now let us move to the second one. So the next question is, p of x is x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 and g of x is x plus 2. Again we have to find whether g of x is a factor of p of x. So for that, first find 0 of g of x, that is your divisor. So for that we have to equate it with 0. So put g of x equal to, that is your x plus 2 equal to 0, so that you will get 0 of it. So what will be the x? This plus 2, after going that side, it will be minus 2. So you got 0 as minus 2. 0 of divisor as minus 2. Now put that in your p of x. What you will get? P of minus 2 now. This x, put it in p of x. So you will get p of minus 2. If this p of minus 2 is coming 0, that means g of x will be a factor of p of x. And if p of minus 2 is not coming 0, it will not be a factor. Okay, now replace x with minus 2 everywhere. You will get x cube minus 2 cube plus 3 into x square, 3 into minus 2 square plus 3x. So plus 3 into minus 2 and that plus 1 as it is. Now solve. Negative number raised to odd power, so the answer will be negative. 2 cube is 8, so minus 2 cube will be minus 8. Minus 2 square, so negative number raised to even power, answer will be positive. Minus 2 square will be 4. 4 into 3 is 12. 3 into minus 2, it will be minus 6 plus 1. Solve the negative numbers first. Minus 8 minus 6, it will be minus 14. And 12 plus 1, it will be plus 13. 12 plus 1, 13. So different signs, so you will subtract. 14 minus 13 is 1. But the sign of greater number, that is 14, is minus. So answer will be minus 1. So you got p of minus 2 is minus 1, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, g of x is not a factor of p of x. Getting? Since p of minus 2 is not equal to 0, g of x is not a factor of p of x. Okay, now the last bit of this question. So the third bit of this question is, p of x equal to x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6 and g of x is x minus 3. Again we need to find whether g of x is a factor of p of x or not. So for that, again find 0 of your g of x. How you will find? Equate that with 0. So put g of x, that is x minus 3, equal to 0 to find 0 of it. So what will be the 0? This minus 3, after going that side, it will be plus 3. So x is equals to 3. So 0, you got 3. Now put that 0 in p of x, and if it is equal to 0, it will be a factor. If it is not equating with 0, it will not be a factor. So find p of 3 now. Okay, replace x with 3 in p of x. So you will get p of 3. If this p of 3 is coming 0, then it will be a factor. G of x will be a factor. If p of 3 is not coming 0, then g of x will not be a factor of p of x. Clear? Now replace x with 3 in that equation. What you will get? X cube. So it will be 3 cube minus 4 into x square. So minus 4 into 3 square plus x. So plus 3 plus 6. So 3 cube will be 27. 3 square is 9. 9 into 4 is 36, but it will be minus 36 plus 3 plus 6. Okay, 27 plus 3 is 30, and 30 plus 6 is 36. This minus 36 as it is. 36 minus 36 is 0. So you got p of 3 equal to 0. Therefore, g of x is factor of p of x. This is what you have used here. Factor theorem. Okay, using factor theorem. So here we complete the second question, and now let us move to the third one. So let us stop here, and next question we will see in the next video. Okay, till then, bye.